Wholeness, beautiful beings, welcome to Notes of Naja Rashida, and welcome to my space, my place. Um, I'm not necessarily in a really good mood right now. Um, it's just nothing personal, nothing personal. It's been a long Wednesday. But I just got off the phone with my father, and he said something that kind of my dad's he's always saying something. He's a talkative guy, but he said this. He said there's an art, the art of being alone. He said that phrase tonight, and I thought to myself, huh, the art of being alone. So here's the message: solitude, the art of being alone. What does that mean? Um, and what's my current relationship to aloneness right now? Lonely is, I think, is just a perception of you being separate from the whole, you feeling lonely in a sense that you're deep in the illusion of separation. Oh, woe is me, no one knows me, no one gets me, no one speaks my language. That rhetoric, that narrative, right? But I find, um, it's like when you suddenly find a spark of when you can relate to somebody, it makes you feel like you're at home, like you've gone, like you've arrived somewhere, like something's been reignited in you, and then that moment's gone, that person's gone, and then you're left alone but more fulfilled. In my life, that is my life. Okay, in a whole general um, description of my relationship with the human collective. I've met hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of people in my life: patients, students, strangers, lovers, friends, people who wore the mask of friends, um, that weren't truly right intentional with love and kindness and had other intentions. I've been there, done that. But I will say that that's been the majority of my life, where I would feel this deep void in myself, and I would sit with it. And I've learned to not run away and sometimes it's hard. Like for the past almost 3 months, it's been really hard for me to be at home, to make home meals, to get in tune with my space and my place, because of managing multiple areas in my life, as far as my education, as far as my career. And it's just been challenging. But now I'm centering myself into this new space that I'm in and facing my challenges. I'm facing my incompetence in certain areas that I wasn't aware of before. And it's been, I would have to say, it's been lonely in some of that. In a sense where I'm a perfectionist and I want to do things right, and I want my work validated, right? I want my work edited. I want my work to be taken seriously. I want to know that I'm doing things right, that I'm on the right path with what I'm doing at work, with what I'm doing spiritually. And it's getting to the point where I feel like I'm being asked to trust what is within, to trust my knowing, and to take more initiative, right? um to not second guess myself. And so how does that tie into the art of aloneness, or the art of being alone? So I'm feeling and hearing the word fulfillment, and finding and discovering what fills me up. And at 35, almost 36 years old, I'm still asking myself that, because I'm so service minded and so, and that's kind of like a pitfall. Like I'm always putting things above myself, above my health, above my future plans and what I want, what I need, what my needs are, clarifying what my wants, what my needs are. it's just been difficult to have, I don't want to say identity. I know who I am and I know what I want and I know what I need, but I feel like I need to further investigate and articulate that to make it solid, to make it a truth. Um, and I'm one where I'm pretty anchored within myself. I will say that. I'm not a loosey goosey, right? I don't know who I am. I don't know what I want. I don't When I set myself up to achieve, I go after it. No matter what. No matter the odds, no matter the challenge. Um Especially if I know it's going to benefit other people as well as myself. Damn Skippy, I don't give up. And I often will ask myself, because when you spend so much time by yourself, with yourself, you can get a little out of touch, right? I'm sorry, excuse the noise, but there's a little itty bitty person up there. That's my neighbor's. She's like, I think she's 2 or 3 years old. Adorable. I don't mind it because I understand children. Oh, and she's crying now. Anywho, so yeah, it's like you begin to ask yourself, like, oh, am I good enough? Or how am I coming off? Am I doing too little? Am I doing too much? And that is just a revelation of the spirit of doubt in you. The art of being alone is the ultimate revelation of what's inside you. If you find yourself being alone and you seek validation for your attractiveness, you seek validation for your beauty, you seek validation for your intellect, you seek validation for your professionalism, you seek validation for your creativity, you seek validation for your spiritual know-how and your spiritual gifts, you seek validation for all these different avenues of yourself. That's not a problem, but that's a program that I feel like is showing you your soul is showing you something. The power of the soul is mighty. We underestimate it through the guise of the illusion of separation. We underestimate the power of the soul and what the soul can show us and what the soul can reveal. So during this phase, when I'm activating the art of aloneness, and what does that mean? I could create this space into a complete sanctuary. I can make this space sacred. I can make this space a place of complete wholeness and tranquility. Or I can make this space full of fatigue and burnout and blowout. All right, I have a messy desk right now, and I would show you, but I have privacy boundaries in place. Right? My shoes are lined up pointing at the door, but I'm very I don't have it all together. Even in my minimalism, as I'm working through the process of where I want to be when I feel 100% comfortable with my minimalism, I think I'll probably do a little tour. Why not? But I'm not there yet. So boundaries are set. But I just feel, so much has been revealed to me about myself and how I conduct myself with others. And I feel there was a shift the other day last night, and I got the best sleep I feel like in a long time. And yes, I'm still trying to monitor my digital usage. I literally have 2 laptops, one for work and one personal. Then I have an iPad at school. Then I got my phone. 2 of the devices belong to the district. So they're not, my own personal devices, but it's just that digital relationship as well can be a bit much. But yeah, the art of aloneness and the art of being alone. I'm so happy my father brought that and said it in such a way, something I needed. It's like, be creative in your aloneness. be creative with yourself. And then he also said, before he hung up, be sure, he said it's the best thing in the world to be able to be happy with yourself, to be able to be happy with being with yourself. Knowing that truly, no one's truly alone or lonely. Loneliness is perception. It is your mindset. It is a belief that you are separate from the all, from the whole, from the one, and you are now a fragment of what you should be and what you truly are. So I wanted to share that with you all, and thank you, Dad, for saying that. He's always dropping dimes. Do we have a perfect, no, we bump heads, but he's always kept it 100 with me ever since I was able to put sentences together and hold a conversation. And this man's well over 6 foot tall. He's like about six, yeah, he's 6'4". And I remember just looking up, stretching my neck. And he's a talker. He's truly has very powerful gifts of connecting with other human beings, and he talks a lot. But with all that talking, he's very wise. And so I'm very grateful for my dad, and for him choosing to be in my life, and choosing to continue to have a relationship with me. So many people don't have that, and so I'm grateful for that. But may this message find you well and whole. And yeah, I feel a bit better now. I'm burning a candle. I underestimated how powerful candles can be. I'm, again, as a minimalist, I don't like the whole, all that ritualistic aesthetic part of managing energy. You don't need all that ish. You really don't. You really don't. And I might make a video discussing that, because you are the Palo Santo. You are the flame. You are the candle. You are the book. You are whole. And the more you realize that you are whole, the less you really need. Anyway, thank you so much, and look out for another video.